Hello everyone, it's Tan of Rolling with the Tates.
Hello everybody, this is Will. How are you guys doing today?
And I am the Favor.
And I am the Corrupter.
So Mr. Tate, what have you been corrupting lately?
I've been corrupting the bushes and all.
Wait a minute, I'm still in mourning.
Yes, that's why I've been doing a lot of corruption.
So, number 41 passed away, and I'm a Republican, and the day of his funeral, you came home, what was the first thing you said?
Honey, why are you crying? You was in the kitchen opening up a can of Bush baked beans.
I think you said something else. You may have thought that, but you was like, I know you're not watching that funeral.
Yes, oh yeah, that's right.
And, shouldn't I be able to mourn?
Sure. Even, the news said even the dog was mourning, missing,
Sully, the dog name is Sully.
Right.
Give respect to whom respect is due.
Right, but I don't think Sully was mourning because of the death. I think Sully was crying because he was left with the dumb one instead of the smart one.
Are you talking about
George, the second, the son?
I'm left speechless. That man just lost his mother and his father. Within the 8-month period of time.
True.
And now you calling him dumb?
Well, if you can't spell and
you still holding on to that?
Yeah.
Everybody has misspelled that word before.
Okay.
I guess that's something only Republican would say, right?
That's right. He made a mistake, right?
Yeah, he made a mistake.
Made a mistake on MSDs too, huh?
Okay.
But anyway, in news, did you hear about that lady that was screaming at that little boy? She screamed so much she had a heart attack?
No. What?
Yeah.
Because I don't do the news.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
She was screaming at the little boy, and she had a heart attack on that day. She was screaming, hey, get out of those bushes.
What? Look, you wrong for that. That is the end of the Bush jokes, okay?
Okay.
Because you have been doing them relentlessly.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this. That was kind of cruel, so you better scoot over just in case God hit me with a lightning bolt and the bush might be in the way.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So we know what your other job is not.
What's that?
Stand-up comedy.
That's all right.
That is not your other job. So, honey, last week I talked about questions in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So this week, what do you want to talk about? Because we are 21 days away from our 10-year anniversary. Do you think we're going to make it?
Sure. We're going to make it.
Oh, y'all didn't see that look he just gave me. So what happens when couples argue?
They argue and be at odds with each other, but still in all, they stick together no matter what.
So are we in the middle of an argument today?
We have our differences.
So is that how Democrats look at it, or independents, they say differences, but Republicans say argue?
No, it's just it's what everybody has a normal sense of reality say. We are indifferent with each other.
So now I don't have a normal sense of reality?
I don't see any Republican having a normal sense of reality.
Wow.
And as far as my second job, a bird in the hand beat two in the bush.
Okay, so you want to play dirty today?
Nah, I'm not playing dirty.
Okay. Well, we opened up our podcast, Rolling with the Tate. We opened it up with an inside look at our 10-year journey. So we are 21 days away from our 10-year journey. And we've already shared that during those 10 years, we haven't always been together, but we've always been married.
Yes, we have.
So what's some of your memorable moments?
When we was playing Slug Bug, and I brought you by the VW place. and I said, "Hey, honey, how you doing?" And talk to you all nice and sweet.
Right, you distracted me. I remember that. Mm-hmm. I felt like that was a moment of deceit because you knew where you were going. And so because you were the driver, you snared me into your mischievous world so I wouldn't see the slug bugs.
But see, there's another way of looking at it too. While I was driving, paying attention to the traffic, you'll see a slug bug across the highway.
No,
off the freeway.
No, it's not the same.
Like, slug bug, key,
no.
and just you was baiting me
but,
on
no,
for me to.
No, you
to
took me to a dealership.
That's right. I gotta get mine some one way or another.
Oh, okay. So the slug bug dealership. Remember we did our road trip to Hollywood?
Uh-huh.
Did I help you do any of the driving?
No.
Why don't I help you drive?
Because you just like to sit back and be taking pictures and everything, and then while I'm driving, I can't even get no crackers because then I'm
give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. So you want to bring that back up? So you bring it back up, old stuff.
No, you was asking me about memorable moments, so. It's been a very interesting journey, a lot of memories and a lot of good times, a lot of bad times, but still in all, through it all, we're together and we're going to be together through it all.
Right. So I think one important element of a marriage is you got to be able to play right. What do you think about that?
And play fair.
Nobody asked you to throw that fair on there. You independents and Democrats are always talking about fair.
You gotta be fair. You gotta basically. It's like this. If you don't own up to what you do, you'll never make it. If you don't take a look at that person in the mirror, squared up and straight up at that person, and confess what you do, not what the other person do, but what you do, you'll never. Your marriage it's not gonna work. It's out of commitment. Sure, there's love involved, but sometimes the love kind of like it don't dwindle. It don't go away.
It fades.
It doesn't really fade. But
so what happens to it?
It's there, but it's replaced with commitment. It's like your vows are. It's this commitment, okay. And you gotta keep those and be right about yourself and doing it.
So in our 10-year journey, we've learned the importance of being able to play in the marriage, play fair, take ownership, and then be committed.
Correct.
What happens if those things are not there? What do you think?
Then you need to come to an agreement that you guys don't need to be together, because all those three things are the key factors of a marriage. You're gonna live in hell. You just or HE. Oh, my bad. You're gonna live in HE double hockey stick with that other person.
Right. And so, and it takes work, right?
It does.
On
both sides.
Yes, on both sides. It takes work. I think something else that's important is communication.
Most definitely.
And I'm talking about the communication where you can sit down, have those heart-to-heart talks without anyone taking offense. What do you feel about that?
Sure, but then when you get someone that's stubborn and just see it one way and then don't want to see it the other way.
Wait a minute, who are you talking about?
I'm not talking about anyone. I'm just, we're talking in general.
Okay, let's make it specific.
Y'all ready for a road trip? Because this is going to be a long one. We ain't going to be in Kansas no more, Toto.
So, to kind of recap, some of our nuggets that have helped us in our 10-year journey has been our ability to play, in parentheses, fair, because I don't think it was fair when you deliberately took me to that slug bug dealership, the Volkswagen dealership, and called all those slug bugs.
I don't think it was fair that you deliberately withheld that you was a Republican.
I didn't deliberately. You didn't have those conversations. So do you think it's important that you talk about your political views before getting married?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so, because now, take for instance the current person that we have in office now. If someone were to say, "Yeah, I voted for him," to a person that have true morals and values, that see the wrongness in womanizing and his line, and now his finding out that he really did have coercion with Russia and all that. You know,
it makes you question.
It makes you question that person's values,
right there. And you know who's his? I guess on the forefront, his advocates. You know who that group that's out there for him?
Who?
The invalid. What is it? How do you pronounce that word?
I don't know.
The
crooks.
No, the Christians.
Oh,
wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna get it.
The Vatican.
No, that's the Catholic. The evangel. Oh, help me. Okay, so it's an evangel. What? How do you say?
But anyway, them people.
No, but I want to get the word. I want to get the word.
I don't want to do
okay,
word
so
no more.
sometimes we would say
evangelical.
No, the people are. It's not. They're not evangelists. They are in evangelicals.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word.
Something like that. But you guys get it. And here is a communication tip. If you can't pronounce the word, don't even try to say it. So I should have said something else.
That's right.
But I didn't.
I tried to get you to.
Right, you did.
I couldn't corrupt you that time.
You could not.
And we're rolling. So what happened?
Well, when you talk about your core values in your marriage, and you brought up the current number 45 and his views, and you talk about people who align and who proudly say, "Hey, I voted for him," it makes you question their integrity, their character.
Exactly.
And I wanted to, the point I was trying to make, I went all the way around the world to say, is that it is a prominent Christian group who supports him.
Well, their values are wrong too. They probably doing worse than the.
Don't be judging
Catholics.
people. Don't.
I'm just saying.
Now you want to bring up the Catholics?
The Catholics like boys, but
hey. Okay, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there because it's not all Catholics. Here's the deal: people have to realize that humans are the ones that step into the religion or the Christianity.
And that's true, but I'm just saying this right here. If you're going to be a Catholic priest and take a vow a vow of chastity, then you should not be
right.
I mean, you should honor that and not be looking at little boys.
Or girls.
So why take a vow of chastity?
Right.
And that's just like, why would a man get married or take a vow of marriage and then turn around and cheat on his wife? Why would he do that? I mean, if he wanted to cheat or want to see other women, he would just go ahead and not get married.
Did you do that?
When I got married, yeah, but then I got sidetracked.
Right, because we just don't keep it real. But you're human.
I didn't cheat while I was with you. I left you.
That's what?
Well, I'm gonna say this. When I cheated, I cheated, and I'm gonna say I cheated, but I didn't stay in the same bed as you. Which now you can't. Okay, yeah. That's
don't
not
try.
the same thing,
right? No,
whatever.
don't.